Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you all for stopping by. Let's prepare this delicious royal crown apple glaze lamb chops dinner, perfect for Mother's Day. Okay guys, so let's start by preparing our mashed potatoes. Here I have my mashed potatoes in a pot of water. I just added some salt, a little bit of chicken bouillon. I give it a quick stir, cover and allow to boil until the potatoes are nice and tender. Once the potatoes are tender, I went ahead and drained them. Then I returned it back to the stove on low heat and let the extra liquid dry out. Turn the heat off and I added some butter and some seasoning, which are garlic powder, some complete seasoning, and a little bit of black pepper. I added that and I went in with a tad bit of half and half milk and cream, and I just mashed the potatoes until they were, to my desired texture. Once they were mashed, I went in with the rest of my half and half milk and cream, and I stirred it and make sure that the potatoes were again to my desired texture. You can also do it to your desired texture. If this is too soft for you, you can add less liquid. If you want it more soft, you can add more liquid. So once the potatoes were very well combined, I added a pinch more of salt, for taste, because once you add the liquid, the taste dilutes a bit. So I added a little salt and some fresh parsley, mix that in, and that's basically it, guys. Mashed potatoes are all done, quick, easy, and simple. Now you can transfer this to your favorite serving dish, and let's move on to the next side. Next up, we'll prepare some broccoli. So to a pot of boiling water, I will add some salt. In goes my broccoli. Allow it to sit for about 5 minutes. It will soften up, and then we will drain it and run some cold water over it to stop the cooking process. That will help to maintain the vibrant green color in the broccoli. Once it is drained, we will go ahead and toss it in some butter and seasoning. So to the same pot, I will add some butter, and in goes a little bit of garlic. I love garlic. It adds a nice punch and flavor to the broccoli. Allow to go for about a minute or so before we add a little pinch of seasoning. We will add some complete seasoning and some Tony's Creole seasoning. Then we will toss the broccoli in here, and that's basically it, guys. If you want more butter, you can go ahead and add some more, but this was perfectly fine for me. I just remove it from the heat and set aside. Now let's prepare our entree. So here I have 2 racks of lamb that I went ahead and washed and pat dry. And to season these, we will be using some fresh green seasoning as well as some dry seasoning. So here I have some cumin, some seasoned salt, complete seasoning, sazon, some paprika, and some black pepper. So here I will add about 1.5 tablespoons of my fresh green seasoning, and then I will add some oil. We want to create a little paste so that we can marinate the lamb. So once we add the oil, you want to mix well, make sure that it's nice and combined, and then we'll go ahead and start applying it to the lamb. And like I said, you want to go ahead and start applying it to the lamb. Make sure that they are well coated, and you want to carry on with this process until they are all marinated. Once we are done, we will allow this to sit for about an hour or so before we, actually cook them. So here, to a preheated skillet with some oil, I will go ahead and start searing the lamb. You want to sear them on both sides for about 2 minutes per side. Remember, we are going to cook them some more in a delicious glaze, so you don't want to overcook them. So once they are nice and brown on one side, give them a flip, allow them to brown on the other side, and then we'll remove them. And you want to carry on with this process until all the lamb is nicely seared. So now let's prepare our royal crown apple glaze for the lamb, starting with some butter. Allow that to melt, and then I went in with some diced apples. Let that cook down for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then we will come in with our royal crown apple liquor. We will add about 1/4 of a cup, but if you want to add more, feel free to do so. We will let this cook down for about 2 minutes or so, and then we will start to add the rest of our ingredients. So now you want to add a little beef broth. If you want to use chicken broth, you sure can. Then we'll add some soy sauce. We will also add some honey for that sweetness, and then we will add some applesauce. We will also add some red wine vinegar for a bit of tang, and then we will give everything a good stir. Once all the components are added, you want to stir and allow it to come up to a simmer. Once it comes up to a simmer, you want to add a little bit of cornstarch to thicken. Once it thickens, that's when you want to introduce your lamb into the glaze. Once they are added, you want to allow them to simmer on medium-low heat for about 3 to 4 minutes. And that's basically it, guys. Our lamb chops is all done. They look and smell absolutely divine, and I can't wait to plate this up and enjoy. And here you have it, crown apple glazed lamb chops dinner. This is perfect for Mother's Day. Trust me, it was so mouth-watering and delicious. Any mom would be lucky and happy to have this. I hope you guys give the recipe a try. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it, and leave a comment down below. I will leave all my ingredients down in the description box, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your support, and as always, enjoy